Welcome to Manny's TV Talk, where we will talk about all of our favorite reality TV shows and news surrounding them. Grab a snack, a drink, and get comfortable because this starts now. Hello, everybody, and welcome back to one final episode of The Traitors, Season 2. Let's get right into it.
This is a hard one. CT.
Oh my god.
You guys, let's talk about the epic finale of The Traitors, Season 2. The best show, the best season. I have loved every moment of it. Quick recap in just like 5 seconds. Originally, the traitors that were recruited were Phaedra and Dan. They then recruited a third traitor, which was Parvati. Long story short, Parvati and Dan sucked, and they got eliminated right away. Unfortunately, as Dan was out his way, he basically ruined Phaedra's game, so she lasted a little bit longer, but she ultimately was banished last episode. But before that, when Phaedra was the last remaining traitor, she had also recruited Kate from Below Deck. So last week when Phaedra was voted out, Kate is now the remaining traitor. So we have her, and then the remaining players who are faithfuls are Sandra, CT, Trishelle, and Shereé. She by Shereé. Who would have thought my girl Shereé would be all the way in the finale? That's crazy. But Kate enters the traitor's lair one more last time, this time by herself. Alan comes in because she is still going to murder someone else. I didn't realize that she was still going to do that. This is going to be the last murder. So Kate also kind of started bad-mouthing Phaedra, which I did not like. But she has to determine who she will get rid of. And she says that the two choices right now are definitely between Shereé and Trishelle. So they wake up the next morning. It's the final day, the final breakfast. I love the breakfast scenes that they had. That was probably some of my favorite scenes of all the episodes. So the first person down is MJ. I think MJ herself is surprised that she's still here, to be honest. But she's really proud of herself. She's then joined by CT, and the two of them are talking and kind of eyeing Kate. The reason why is because last night at the banishment, when Phaedra was voted out, Kate made a comment about Phaedra being selfish, so that's kind of weird. But MJ is thinking that it's Sandra. Kate kind of brainwashed her into thinking that it's Sandra. Sandra walks in next, and the final person who walks in after Kate is Trishelle. I was like, no, my girl Shereé, why, Kate, why? I was so mad because I love Shereé. And she made it so far. I am proud of her. Spring, summer, or September, Shereé will be remembered. So we actually get to see a little clip of last night when she got her death letter. But before leaving, this surprised me quite a bit. Shereé says that she knows 100% that Kate is the remaining traitor. She reads down all the things all the reasons why she thinks Kate is the traitor, her body language, her attitude, her demeanor. I was like, okay, Shereé, okay, I see you. But I mean, it's kind of pointless now because she was killed anyway. So Alan walks in. He says, who do you really trust? Who has sown seed to doubt? He's so dramatic the way he talks. But he explains that this is going to be the last round table tonight and the last mission. So after breakfast, Sandra is telling everyone that it's Kate. Kate is the traitor. She was so upset with Phaedra last night, but then the night before last night, she was defending Phaedra, so it clearly trickled down then to getting rid of Shereé last night. So Sandra has CT convinced. The three girls are convinced that the traitor is Sandra because Kate is obviously manipulating them and saying that she is a gamer, she knows what she's doing. So Trishelle then goes talk to CT because they're like brothers apparently. Thank God that Trishelle ain't that dumb. Even though she was talking to Kate just now, she still thinks that Kate is the traitor. So they have a plan. Sandra, CT, and Trishelle are going to stick together and get rid of Kate later. Then it is time for the final mission. They go outside and they get picked up by a helicopter. They were so amazed because Scotland is already beautiful, so them seeing it from the helicopter point of view was amazing. They made it seem like the helicopter was going to crash for a second, though I got scared. So they land and they arrive in the middle of nowhere, really. They were like on a small piece of land, but there's like water all around them. Their task is going to be get from land onto the boat, which is on the water. But there will be detours in the route. If they take these detours, they will get flags in each detour to get additional money. But obviously, each detour is going to have some sort of challenge. There are $60,000 available for them to grab. So they begin and they have exactly 1 hour. But at the end, they all have to be on the boat. They begin the first detour is them getting a whole bunch of cages and ropes, and they, go through all of them to find that flag. By the second detour, Sandra says, me and Trishelle are going to go to the boat. Y'all can go to the next detour. They were tired, child. So poor CT was practically doing everything by himself. MJ, poor thing, she was trying, but Kate wasn't even lifting a finger, all right? So they actually found a second flag, but it had a combination lock, so CT was freaking out. He had to go all the way to the start, come back, run up and down. The thing is, though, to get to the boat once they finished their detours, this was crazy. They had to get on some ropes and basically climb down this huge boulder on which they were on top of. CT and Trishelle are definitely more athletic, so they got that done pretty quickly. Kate, though, she was fighting for her life. There was one final detour once they got down there. They only had 10 minutes remaining, but yet they still chose to take it. However, it was good because they did make it. But wow, this mission was very, very adventurous. With 3 minutes remaining, they get on the boat. They have to still pull the flag on like the sail thing on the boat, but they did it literally like 1 second remaining, and they won $50,000. So that's pretty impressive. This means that the grand total for the grand prize is now $208,500. They did such a great job, but it's not over. The biggest part is yet to come. So on their way back, CT and Kate were riding together in the car, and Kate is trying to convince CT that Sandra is a traitor, but he says, well, Kate, we think you're a traitor, and then she kind of pretends to be offended. They then get back to the castle. They have dinner. I'm sure that dinner was busting after all the work they did. So it's time to talk. MJ is convinced that Sandra is a traitor. The other three know that Kate is a traitor, but they also know that MJ is not a traitor, so they have to convince MJ to vote along with them. Sandra and Kate talk, and Sandra says to Kate, CT told me that you brought my name up. But Kate is starting mess. She says, well, no, when I was in the car, I never brought your name up. I actually think that it was CT. But wait a minute. Wait a damn minute. Sandra starts to tell Kate that they should get rid of CT. What the hell? Kate then goes and tells this to CT. She says, Sandra wants to vote you out. But here's the thing though, I don't think Sandra is dumb. I know she's not dumb. She was clearly saying this to Kate to trick her, to steer her off the trail. At least that's what I hoped. Then, Lord, it's time for the final roundtable. Dun dun dun. So, if any traitor remains, that traitor will take all the money. If they can get them out, then the money is split between the faithfuls that are remaining. So, CT starts this thing out. He says that he came to play in this game honestly and fairly, but then he says, Kate, you were definitely trying to defend Phaedra, and then you flipped on her. Kate's explanation is that she defended her only because she was new and she wanted to have some sort of alliance, and she knew her from Bravo. She says that she enjoyed finding so many traitors. She says she could tell that Dan was a traitor. MJ says that her gut is telling her that Sandra is a traitor. Well, your gut is lying to you, MJ. MJ says that the last days of Phaedra being here, Sandra spent a lot of time with her. But Sandra says, and I wouldn't trade it for a second. She says that she knew Phaedra was a traitor, and she had her suspicions that Shereé was as well. But she knew that her strategy was to be nice to them and it was working because they were protecting her. But now, CT all of a sudden thinks that Sandra is a traitor. What the hell? What the actual hell? Sandra says, I only told Kate that I was going to vote for you because Kate told me that you, CT, were going to vote my name. Sandra says, Kate set me up. And honestly, she did. She definitely planted some seeds of doubt, and like she ruined the plan that CT had with Sandra and Trishelle. So Sandra says that she was planning to go with the plan. But if she gets banished, they're going to feel the same thing that they felt all season when they've banished innocent people like Peppermint, Max, all those people. She says, actually, I wish I would have been a traitor, but I wasn't. That's all. Time is up, and it's time for them to vote. Kate votes for Sandra, no surprise. MJ Same. As MJ actually reveals her name, she says, I hope you're not a traitor because I'm going to be crushed. Sandra says, you will be crushed. So Sandra obviously voted for Kate. Trishelle. Oh my gosh. Frantic, Karen, behaving, following airhead Trishelle voted for my girl Sandra. What the? So Sandra's gone. And for what it's worth, so did CT, but it really didn't matter because by the time Trishelle voted for Sandra, she was out. So Sandra goes to the circle of truth and she reveals that she's heartbroken. She never doubted the people who just voted for her. She has no regrets because she is a faithful. Wow. All I was thinking was, these four don't deserve no money, in my opinion. Anyway, they now have a choice. End the game now or banish someone else. So they start to contemplate. They all have individual talks with Alan and they discuss what they're thinking. They then go outside and it's the fire of truth. The first vote that they have to make is to end the game or banish someone. So Kate made the decision to end the game, but Trishelle and CT and MJ voted to not end the game, to banish someone. So that already put Kate in a wrong situation. Like, why trying to end the game, you know? But she is so dumb because did she not? Because so when her explanation was, I don't think there's any traitors remaining. But I'm just like, does she not remember that she killed Shereé last night and Sandra wasn't a traitor? Thus, there's still a traitor among them. Come on now. So they cast their vote for who they're gonna banish. Kate votes for Trishelle. Trishelle votes for Kate. CT votes for Kate. And finally, MJ votes for Kate as well. About time she did something right. When Kate reveals her status, she does trick them a little, kind of like Phaedra did by throwing the word faithful in there, but she reveals that she is a traitor. So they're happy that she's out, but there's three of them left now. But now they have to yet again choose to end the game or to banish someone. MJ's vote was, yeah, let's end the game. Trishelle and CT vote to not end the game. I was like, oh my god, they just had to screw it up again, didn't they? Oh my freaking goodness. MJ was in shambles because she was honestly shaking because she was like, why do they want to keep voting someone out? She didn't want to vote any of them out because she trusted that both of them were faithfuls. She doesn't know what to do, so they write their votes. CT did vote for MJ. MJ, because she had to vote, she just put Trishelle's name just for whatever, because she had to. And Trishelle votes for CT. Jesus of Nazareth. When she flipped that thing and it said CT, I busted out laughing. Y'all, when I tell y'all I busted out laughing, because what the hell was going on when she picked CT? So she explains, and she actually had a good point. They had a plan to get Kate out. Trishelle, CT, and Sandra were gonna vote for Kate. But yet CT just switched up on her right now and voted Sandra out and defended Kate. So he says, well, I've helped you. I never doubted you. Another thing that she also can't stop thinking about is that she still can't get over that sacrifice where CT chose to give his fire to John over her. That happened so long ago. Why is she still harping on that? But anyway, they start to go back and forth a little bit. He's trying to convince her that he is a faithful. So they vote once again. CT, because they have to break the vote, right? So CT once again votes for MJ. MJ for Trishelle. And oh my freaking goodness. Trishelle then switches her vote from CT to MJ. Wow. Poor MJ was banished. And before she was shocked. She was in shock. She tells them that before she leaves, she says, I actually feel bad for her. She says, I hope that makes y'all feel better. Because she has to reveal that she's a faithful. And I did feel bad for her only because even though she did make a lot of dumb decisions, we can't take it away from her that she truly did give it a lot of her energy. Like, especially in the missions, she really got out of her comfort zone and really tried. But listen, I guess what goes around comes back around because let's not forget also, MJ voted for a lot of innocent people. Example number one, in this episode, she voted for Sandra, so it is what it is. So it is time, because it's the final two, they have to reveal this time what they are. CT reveals she's a faithful. Trishelle reveals she's a faithful. They win the game. They're so happy. They won the money. Good for them. Listen, I'm going to be a hater for 2 seconds. I'm pissed that Trishelle won. I am so pissed that Trishelle won. CT, okay, I get it. You know, he basically did all the challenges. He basically got them all the money. But Trishelle, she, after all the stuff she did and she still won, I honestly wanted, coming into this finale, I wanted Shereé and Sandra to win. But it is what it is. They throw fireworks, and that's the end of The Traitors Season 2. Again, you guys, I'm going to reiterate, I love the show. I really did. I never thought I was going to like it as much as I did, but I truly, 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 truly did love it. And then the reunion just came out, so I'm going to do a separate video talking about that reunion, so make sure y'all watch out for that. But you guys, please let me know your thoughts about this shocking finale. Were y'all surprised about everything? I had all sorts of emotions, not gonna lie to you. But yeah, let me know your thoughts. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. You have a great one. Bye.